Draftstars friends, hope you did really well last night. We have the Cowboys, Warriors, Broncos v Storm in our two Friday matchups. It's going to be pretty fun actually, hoping for a good win for my Cowboys. And I think the Broncos Storm one will be a very tight contest and very important games for both of them. Storm trying to stay in the top 4 and Broncos trying to get a decent spot in that top 8 and probably looking to avoid someone like the Rabbitohs, I'd say. Avoiding 8th spot would be ideal for them. Okay, so we have a few options. Scotty Drinkwater has been super consistent, right? Pretty well everything but one game has been over 40. And you get him at 19k, which is, it's okay. He's got 4 games over 60, so if you can get anything around that, obviously that would be a big win. I think Selwyn Cobbo in the other game there, again, more of that up and down player. Got 4 games above 60 and has some lighter games in between. So again, the more that make or break type of guy. I think we're going to avoid Val Holmes for this one, although this could be the one that he does get back into that breakout game. He will be kicking goals against the Warriors. Hopefully they win big. So definitely one of those boom or bust players at the moment. Rhys Robson, I think, can obviously play pretty well against the Cows and be one of their standouts in the back line. There's something to think about there. Corey Oates, again, one of those boom or bust. There's a few of those types of players. If you're looking a bit lighter, you've got someone like Nick Meaney at the one position who's been okay in that the last few weeks. You've got Ton Mapea. You've got David Nofaluma, who I think is probably their best option on that wing there. I think he can get a 40 plus in this game at that 13k price. You've got Edward Cossey, who's been really consistent. 35 is lowest in the 4 games since his return. So him at 11,000 is very, very sneaky there at a nice price. Then anything lower than that, I don't really like. You got Howder there, Hoda with coming off a 40 as that one low score really. Other than that, 28 has been his lowest, so you could take that at this price point. And then you got Vitalea, but again, up against the Cows, he's been consistent the last 3 weeks, but I'm not too excited by that one. Move to the halves hookers. You got the 2 clear top options, I think, in Munster and Harry Grant. I think against the Broncos here, a big matchup and very important for them to really do everything that they can to win this matchup. And as I said, really important game for them. Munster has more upside. I think Harry Grant probably a little bit more consistent around that 50 to 70 there. Munster has that obviously 100 upside, which you wouldn't expect mostly, but he's had 2 games over 80 in the last 8. So that's pretty healthy there. Rhys Robson's coming off a big one as well, but again, he has that streak of the 40-50 in him for sure. And, potentially looking at some attacking stats here, but, tackles might be a little bit lower for him. If we're going lighter, I think guys like Dearden and Townsend are the solid ones. You've obviously got some consistency there. 240s, 250s. Chad Townsend, just low in 2 of the last 5 weeks, but can hit that high 40s if you need him at 13,000. Dejan Arce at 12.2 has been really solid. 33, his lowest in the last 4, but again up against Cowboys, who are the second best team in the comp currently, and might nullify him a little bit, but he does tackle a lot. He does all the good things there. Okay, if we look up top, I still think there's a top 2 clearly here as well. Payne Haas and also Ruben Cotter. I think Ruben's probably the slightly better option, but again, only slightly less expensive. They do play in different games, so you could play either one of them. Ruben now with the return to the starting side, played 56 minutes, which was okay, but still managed to score 67. If he can get a few more minutes, which he might need to, with Lucy Leilua in the starting side and Gilbert being out, so Cotter might have to play that 60, or maybe it falls to Tamalolo a little bit, but we'll work it out there. Obviously in the game, we can't, that's our guess and our doing the math there. But Payne Haas, obviously 64 last week, and you'd hope for something similar for him to be worth it in your side. If we're going lighter, then I do think someone like Brandon Smith and Lucy Leilua are pretty close to must-have. So Lucy getting the 80 minutes this week on the edge, you'd expect something above a 45 for him in that extra time, and potentially some attacking stats. If you can get that, you're expecting over a 60. If he doesn't, then maybe a 45. So is that worth it for you? Probably, I think it is. Brandon Smith, 4 games over 50. So under 15k, if you can get anywhere around that 50 mark, if he plays like he has been, he's going to be really important against the Broncos, and I think he could do a great job for you. Kamakamika, we speak about regularly. He's been really solid. Jesse Bromwich has been getting big scores of recent time as well. You got Jack Murchie, who's been solid on that edge, so pretty consistent around that 30s to 40 odds. And then lower from there, there's not a lot that we want to speak about. Eisenhuth, a solid option at 10,600 with Felice out again, unfortunately. For him, you got Bunty Afoa in that 13 jersey, but how long will he play there? Will he continue that long term? Will he continue that on game day? Obviously tonight in the hour before team list, hour before the game team list. We're not exactly sure, but we'll work that out when it comes to that. So make your teams that hour before, once you get those final teams, and make those final adjustments for you. So if you enjoyed that, guys, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and we will be going through with Draftstars all the way till the grand final, which is exciting. Hit that sign up link in the description, guys, and have a great day. See you later.